Hi, I'm going to be starting this broadcast. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the solstice today because that's the energy that we're going into. So I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of an energy report about the weekend. Give me a minute to find this video and get it set up. I'm going to be doing Lumerian Oracle cards today. I really like these ones, especially for all of these kind of energetic changes we're going through lately. So go ahead and just leave a comment if you're going to want a card. Give me a minute to get this set up. Make sure if you're just finding me that you share this out too. I'm about to get started. I want to talk, like I said, a little bit about the solstice energy. All right, we're going through some energetic adjustments. I said this morning, we're kind of going through a recalibration on this planet. This next gateway is going to be very powerful for us, something I already knew like 6 months ago. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the solstice and kind of my understanding of what is going to kind of unfold to. Give me a second. Alright, so we're going into this solstice energy this weekend. It really depends on which side of the planet you live in, but I'm always just kind of sharing my perspective because I found a lot of people are kind of going through the same experiences. I'm someone that's very tuned into the galactic energies that have been coming into the planet. I can feel them before they hit us. I can tell when they're coming. I'm just kind of tuned in and learning how to better navigate my own ascension by kind of learning how to flow with this universal energy as it's coming in. I find that it's a powerful energy for creating, for manifesting, for moving mountains, right? For shifting your reality, things like that. So this is a powerful flow of energy that's already reaching us. I put a post up in one of my groups this morning talking about how there is a prophecy about today, that today's energy would be so powerful that it might even bring the event. I don't necessarily resonate with that, but I do know that each one of these waves could be an event for certain people, and that people are going to be kind of triggered differently by these huge waves of energy as they're streaming in. So we have a lot of really powerful energy that's been kind of flowing in, not just this week, but especially the past 48 hours or so. That kind of stream of energy is going to continue to come in. Now, what is occurring is the sun is going to make its way across the galactic center. And when it does, the sun is going to be activated. It's kind of making a journey through the Milky Way. It will be activated. That kind of makes sense to me because I'm someone that has been going to Stonehenge for some of these kind of energetic events, and they wait for the sun, and you know, if the sun is being activated by these energies, the sun is then activating us, and it's having a really powerful impact, you know, on our third eye, on our energetic fields, things like that. This is a really powerful stream of energy that is going to assist us as acting not only as a bridge for higher levels of consciousness, but it's going to assist us in moving us into eclipse season. We know that eclipses really come with a lot of kind of like energetic reset as well, and we know that a reset is kind of needed on this planet. We have some powerful astrology that we're going to kind of kick off, we'll wrap up 2019 with and kind of enter 2020 with. So the next couple of months we have some really powerful astrological alignments that are going to help kind of get our bodies ready for kind of existing in a new frequency. So we know that these energies are streaming in, they're raising the vibrational frequency, and we have to adapt to these new energies. So our bodies are changing really fast, going through this process that we call ascension. It can be really hard on your body where suddenly we're doing like a quantum leap in evolution so fast, and it can be kind of a lot on the body. I always say that you can use these storms and energy shifts to see where you're at. Like if you're having a hard time or ascension symptoms, know that is normal. A lot of people are becoming more and more kind of sensitive to these energies as they're coming in. But we have a lot of really creative energy kind of flying around, highly charged energy that we're supposed to be learning how to create with. And 2020 is going to be an amazing year. I had to think about it this morning of, you know, what I think is going to kind of play out. And I think that we're going to see a lot of people that are already of service coming together to create a new collective and begin to kind of build together, kind of right back to oneness and things like that. So we have a lot of powerful energy that is going to kind of get us forward in this momentum. All right, my link is above. I came on here, I was kind of like, you know, getting ready because I'm about to leave tomorrow. I'm going away to Stonehenge and I'll be doing activations and a live transmission from there. I've been trying to put the link everywhere, right? I've been trying to just put the link everywhere. I do have an event on this page. It's something you have to sign up for. I'm not going to do my usual, like, just stream the rocks. I'm going to be doing my own kind of activation meditation from there. I think it'll be really cool with that energy. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing it in its own little solstice group I have on here. So it's something you have to sign up for on my site if you guys want to be included in it. It's really powerful to bring people together for these events. So it's so crazy. I've been doing this a while, right? And it generates such an amazing energy, and it's just amazing energy to kind of be channeling and working with too. So make sure that you guys are signing up for that event. So you just sign up and I email you the link and you go join, just so that you make sure that you're kind of present while I'm streaming to kind of get it taken care of. My link is above too. I'm going to be here today and tomorrow. You know, if you guys need anything, you guys know I teach a ton of different types of energy healing classes. If you resonate with these videos, maybe come check out what I do. Brian Feliciano. Dolphin baby, Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, take your time. We're going to feel a lot better stepping into 2020, and we're becoming a version of ourselves we haven't even met yet. We're changing. If you're not noticing this experience, and I like to think of your life just as a series of experiences that are kind of having an energetic effect on us, and you're changing. You're becoming someone amazing. You're beginning to kind of find who you are, get authentic, call it what you want. We're going through this kind of process of enlightenment. Keep going with the flow. So we're for sure going to be stepping into 2020, you know, with some amazing energy too. Amelia Harrison, angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. A lot of you guys have connections, you know, with angels. A lot of you guys might even be incarnated, right? Aspects of those angels around us, right? I like to say, I said it last night, you know, at any time you could have like 1,000 angels around you. So sometimes we feel kind of, you know, at a different place or disconnected, but just know that we have so much assistance spiritually. Ask for more help, right? We're supposed to be asking for what we need. Patricia Chase. Elven Ones, Divine Creation Code, Starborn, Architects, Divas, Sacred Geometry. We've been going through a lot of activations and upgrades anyway this year, and you know, we did a lot of work this summer that's going to really assist us as we step into this solstice energy too, because a lot of you guys have been kind of collecting codes, doing healing, things like that, and these are going to be tools that are going to assist us now in these new energies. A lot of this energy flowing in is containing information codes. That's why a lot of people will be having like more profound, vivid dream experiences, you know, just maybe levels up going on, right? Information, downloads coming to you. Paul Max. Vision of unity. Focus on the light. Right to see. Releasing illusion. Pineal activation. Keep working on your third eye. I'm trying to kind of do the best I can and kind of getting information out, but this is all going to be centered around our mind. That everything we've been thinking about, our intentions, they create the world that we live in. And if we want to change things and create a new universe, the best thing we can do is get a grip on our mind. And people are coming to me and talking to me about some amazing abilities like, you know, telekinesis, we can say, right? We can say telekinesis, telepathy, things like that. And really these are all kind of abilities centered around the mind. So for me, it took me probably a couple years of like paying attention to my thoughts. Every time I would have kind of a negative thought, because I realized I had a lot of negative programming, that I would kind of correct myself. We need to like become our own cheerleader instead of a critic, right? We need to be encouraging ourselves more because we have so much potential that we have yet to step into. But a lot of our psychic potential lies lies in the mind and our ability to manifest, to create. People think I'm kind of too hung up on these topics too, but that is my job here. I'm a manifester. I'm supposed to be showing people how to do the same thing. How our thoughts, literally what we're paying attention to, that's where this universal energy goes and it begins to create. So if we can kind of get some mastery of the mind and pay attention to what we're thinking about or aligning with or focusing on, you know, we can get really good with this stuff. Cindy Gordon Carpenter. Inner child attunement. Go within, listen, loving parenting. We're doing a lot of inner child healing right now, this life. You know, we came into a lot of really crazy karmic situations early on in our experiences here, and we've done a lot of recoding of our DNA. A lot of healing of ourselves. So this is a lot of internal work going on. Make sure you're taking care of yourself too. A lot of you guys are conscious parenting too, and that's very powerful during this time because I see so much of this going on. And I see how, you know, it's changing some of these paradigms so fast and healing things from your childhood. Jackie Tekalada. Heart of Ascension, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Keep working on your heart chakra. That's really a gateway, right? A porthole. Our chakras all are, but really work on that one. We have to have some mastery of the fourth dimension. I was telling someone yesterday that I think we wake up and we kind of get relocated, like your third dimensional timeline will kind of fall in and crumble, and you will get moved to almost like a fourth dimensional, I call it a plane, almost like an astral plane. And so, you know, the awakened are kind of feeling sometimes like you're in between worlds, in between dimensions. Maybe you feel like lighter energy when you're by yourself, and then when you kind of have to go do things in your life, you might be feeling like a little more dense and things like that. So literally, once we wake up spiritually, we begin to kind of live in and access different dimensions that previously we weren't able to perceive. Hel Karchner. Synchronicity, opportunities in divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. You know, I've been kind of having a lot, I'll just say a lot go on this year. I've been kind of having a lot go on this year. I'm really looking forward to starting a new year with 2020, right? I really like new beginnings anyway. The next eclipse will be, I believe, on a new moon anyway, so it's kind of a new beginning kind of eclipse anyway, which is really, really powerful. So we're stepping into some new energy as well. So that's really exciting, but I've been getting a lot of synchronicities. Yesterday I was seeing, like, every time I look at my phone and I'm just kind of doing my kind of work stuff, and I'm seeing number codes everywhere, right? I do anyway, but I was seeing such an increase in synchronicity magic during this time of year. I always work with these space storms, and it's a powerful energy. There's magic all in the air, all around us. It's like highly charged divine source energy everywhere. You know, dying for us to kind of create something better. A lot of people are focused with manifestation on things in the material. Like, I want to manifest, I saw this, I want to manifest, you know, my dream car or my dream job. We should be working on manifesting things in the spiritual or spiritual attainments as well. Some of those, you know, service of other kind of manifestations will build up a lot of momentum with these type of energies. So, you know, it's one thing to manifest something that we want, but if we can manifest something that is serving or assisting the collective, it's going to be especially powerful during these times. Harvey Davis. Light language, universal language of oneness, of love. Listen with your heart. I believe that our bodies were different and were very divine in our templates, and something happened. I'll get into that after Christmas. I'm going to start doing my Mystery School of Atlantis videos, and we can talk more about this planet, genetics, what really has kind of happened, and how we can move past all of that. It's just kind of such a big topic. But we're getting back to that divine essence, that divine template now. These energies are coming in and recoding our DNA and very fast. So a lot of you guys are able to kind of feel vibrations. Maybe you're just like sensing someone's energy, their intention, things like that. Make sure you're using your heart as a compass though. Make sure that you're really open to that. I can tell you're a Lemurian starseed, so keep working with your heart chakra. Trisha Walker. restore the egg, the cosmic egg. I like to think this planet is like a cosmic egg, and a lot of us are going through, like I said, this transformation where we're actually changing our DNA and becoming a completely different organism. Make sure you're taking time to rest, nature, shamanic science, just be in the now. Someone was asking about these energies. I was like, just be yourself, just be, right? Just hang out. I'm like, this is what we do. So, you know, we're kind of moving past that notion of enlightenment and progressing into ascension, hopefully. So just be yourself, be in the now, be still, meditate more, spend time with yourself. A lot of this process is us spending a lot of time with ourselves. Let's see, Samantha Joan. Storm, it's where we're headed, right? We're kind of in the storm. I always say it's kind of quiet feeling right now, but we're kind of like in the eye of the tornado, right? I was saying it a couple days ago that I just describe it like everyone was like going through the 12-12 porthole, and then there was such a momentum, and then it kind of like, it drops down because we swing the pendulum a little too much. But everyone just thinks it's over, like, oh, okay, we're over. But we actually kind of got sucked through a porthole, and we're going to go through another one with the solstice out the other side, right? So we're kind of like if you got sucked up in a tornado right now in the middle of it. We were kind of at a K4 index yesterday. I don't know where we're at today, but I think it's going to be kind of high today anyway. I don't think that space weather has the capability of measuring galactic frequencies though, and some of these vibrations. So while they can tune in and record statistics when it comes to like the Schumann resonance and solar energy, there's a lot of different types of energy they can't perceive. We can talk God particle, and you know, it's been shown by scientists that if you try to study the photon or God particle that you can't, it will disappear, it will go away. We figure, you know, it's not good for their scientists to be playing with these things anyway for their motives and things like that, but we do know that you can't, you know, research it and record it, and that's the type of energy that's flooding in a lot of, you know, photonic particles, galactic frequencies. So we're kind of in the storm right now. I always do these videos to try to tell you guys what's coming so we can better handle it energetically on the physical body. I'm someone that it can take, you know, I can just feel it really deeply, the stuff happening. So I prefer to kind of rest up and move around with the storm energy because I always feel a lot better. Paige Lee Richmond. Lemurian shaman, shadow dissolving in a gaze of truth, going beyond fear and initiation. Oh yeah, with this storm, a lot of people are kind of getting triggered in an ego sense too. I described it like ego death happening this week, right? The energy kind of, a lot's going on with the crown chakra lately, and that can make people uncomfortable, uncertain of what's coming, where we're headed, right? It makes the ego kind of uncomfortable. So we are going through kind of a layer of ego kind of dissolve with this energy this week as well. Things like meditation and nature will help with that if you guys feel like you're too kind of, if anyone's getting like dizzy too in the upper chakras, too much energy, you know, anxiety, anything like that. Try to get outside, try to ground, it will help. Becky Hall McBride. Syrian emissaries, dream for the new earth, time now for a magical life. And like I said, we need to get our manifesting abilities on point, so we are practicing now. You know, whether people are consciously aware of this or not, they're still practicing too. So we do live in a manifest reality, and that was probably the biggest thing that blew my mind when I had my spiritual awakening, where I figured out that, you know, our thoughts and intentions and like vibrations are making our whole reality, and I was like, no wonder my life's been playing out like this, right? Kind of in that third dimensional victim consciousness kind of narrative. So, you know, with a lot of practice, we can, you know, really transform our world just with our thoughts. So we are practicing, whether people are aware of this or not, it's still working the same. So a lot of people that don't have kind of this conscious level of awareness are creating things they don't want by focusing on things that stress them out, their anxieties, their fears. They're creating more of these things. So it's really important now that we're shifting our focus to things like abundance and love. Love mainly. The universe doesn't care about what we want to manifest. It doesn't care about what we want to do, our jobs, right? It really is only seeking or after love. It is love. It doesn't want to seek love from another. It wants to give love, right? The universe. So you notice that where there's love, there's a lot of this universal energy. That's why it's very powerful when we can come together with another, because that's what this universe is. It's literally source wanting to experience love with another. So any kind of love is divine. All love. We're all one. So it's really powerful when we can be in alignment in love too. Jamie Nicoli. Expression, authentic expression. Words are powerful. Truth. Work on your throat chakra. Talk more. Talk more, right? Make sure that we're also talking positive to ourselves as well, because our throat chakra really is connected to our higher self, our downloads, and how we're kind of speaking within as well. We always think of the outer voice, right? So for sure, keep working with that chakra. That's a powerful chakra, though. I see a lot of thyroid issues going on this planet, and I always think that really it doesn't shock me, because you know sometimes that's needing to detox, toxicity on some levels, right? So really finding our voice really is powerful. You know, if we become silent, which we've been programmed to be, we really cut off that connection from our higher self. Chuck to Bows too. Love it. Shine your light, wise action, space for grace. Yes, we're meant to be bringing the light, right? We're meant to be the light, seriously. And we've progressed to such a point with this ascension. So for sure, make sure that you're, you know, bringing more light into these spaces. Let's see, Gina Rodriguez de Villa. Universe, Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, and you have a powerful angelic connection too. Make sure that, you know, you're working with your angels more and tuning in. These are things that are kind of new to us, because when we had a real low frequency, we weren't able to tune in very good to even our own intuition, let alone our kind of outside guidance system. So as the frequencies are going up and we're doing this work and raising our vibration, suddenly we can perceive and even communicate with, you know, beings in the other realm. We have things like people working with angels, ancestors, probably loved ones. We can say deities, angels, right? All sorts of kind of interdimensional around us. For sure, you have such an angelic connection, though. Gretchen Hyatt. Creation. Unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. You gotta find your light. You gotta light yourself up. Find your joy again, right? Find your joy for real. So we really have to follow our bliss, right? Especially with our energy types and the work that we're trying to do. So for sure, find your bliss. What lights you up? For that, I've made kind of my mission, my bliss, and it really does light me up. That's all of you guys, and I am so grateful for all of the right, beautiful comments and love, and what a beautiful energy exchange we could make coming together. It's always been my intention that I know how powerful we are together, and I believe that you always kind of come here with your consciousness group, and you'll find these people when you're ascending by vibration, by frequency, right? You know, even without really talking to them, you can just kind of tell energetically, right? Maybe just from the post, the things you're seeing, you can just kind of tell who's kind of tuned into the same frequencies around you. Crystal Waldo, you're multidimensional. I'm trying to explain this stuff, right? I'm not on video, but I'm trying. People are coming to me with a lot of questions, and I'm trying to explain these things about what is multidimensional. And I do realize I'm gonna have to do a bunch of little videos, probably for my YouTube, to kind of talk about each of these little topics, because I am trying to do cards on these feeds. But literally, we're becoming multidimensional, able to perceive things outside of the normal third dimensional perspective. We're realizing that we can travel, whether through meditation, astral travel, that our soul actually is meant to not be contained in a toxic body system, but to be free to kind of travel, to gather information, right, to assist. So we're becoming tuned into what really exists. I think that why people are suddenly seeing a lot of the interdimensional is because we're becoming multidimensional. Suddenly this whole planet is going to begin to be able to perceive things like spaceships, right? Spaceships, angels, divine energies, spirits, all sorts of kind of things of the multidimensional. Joe P. Waz Davies. Circle of life, clear energies, channel, tree of life. Keep working on your energy. Keep working on your sacral too. I think that most of this feed, I said if I can come lift up this feed, I think we lift up the whole planet, because this is the light workers, and we lift up the collective every day, or hopefully we are, right? We're trying to uplift the collective, and we are. We can see scientific evidence that we really are. So if we can just vibrate a little bit higher. So for me to make more good vibes, I need to be happy, right? I need to be happy. I need to be doing doing things that keep me excited, setting goals, manifesting, things like that. So kind of find what makes you happy, whether it's like food you like, things you like to do more of that. The universe wants to feel good. Wendy Grilly. Resolution. Old timelines are collapsing. Insights. Higher self-embodiment and expression. And we kind of have to just kind of let go of what we want to see happen and just kind of understand we're on a divine plan. I see a lot of things politically that are about to play out too. But, you know, it's not really my thing. I just trust that the universe has, you know, everyone's highest good in mind during this time. And I kind of just observe the things as they're unfolding around us. And it's kind of like watching a movie around here sometimes at any given day, right? We're all here to kind of witness the same collective and the same kind of things from a different perspective. Just kind of go with the flow. Just know the universe has it and that we're all going to be, you know, taken care of and see better and better things with this divine plan as it's unfolding. Michelle Morphy, Star Children. No veils, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration and light. And I think that starseeds have harder paths. And I don't really think that has to do with necessarily our earlier lessons. I think it has to do more with frequencies on this planet. We knew what we were getting ourselves into signing up here. But it was a very hard journey in the dense energies and the real low frequencies when we were going through the phases we had to experience asleep. We needed that perspective and that time to kind of build the core of who we are in an ego sense for a reason, part of the journey. And so the frequencies are going up, and you know, now our abilities are going to come online. People are going to start to be more psychic, empathic, compassionate, right? Hopefully caring, things like that. So any starseeds are going to probably begin to feel better and better, you know, in these energies. Linda Bonham. Share space, telepathy, co-creation, communing and honoring. And like I said, work with your mind and these kind of abilities, because, you know, we are all very telepathic and we're getting back to that. And I always was like, well, if your mind's a mess, you're probably not going to be really good. Telepathy is more like frequencies being sent, right? Messages, things like that. But you're going to be able to perceive more and more of that. J Fly Light. Sovereign. You are free, liberated, right to choose, immunity to hooks. That's what our soul really came here to do. I guess we go through this, you know, feeling enslaved just so we can liberate. It's supposed to be exciting, right? It's supposed to be an exciting journey. So now you should feel extra free, like, you know, free from attachments, things weighing you down. You know, we kind of go through this process, continually getting rid of the things and people no longer serving us, lessons we've outgrown. We're going to be stepping into 2020 a lot lighter after a lot of purging and healing this year. Patty Ann. Divine Feminine. Receive your birthright. Unconditional love. And we are restoring things with the feminine. There's meant to be a balance, which seems to trigger some people around here, right? There's meant to be a balance where we embrace that we have different gifts and abilities and can kind of learn to come together, to work together for the sake of humanity. So we see that there is a balancing that is occurring with these energies. Trudy Trilijo. Heaven on earth, you're invited, fifth dimension, new earth, spirit and matter. And that's really the end result. People are, you know, wondering when we're going to be at this place, like we're going to get teleported to this magical place. These are frequencies that are gradually going up that we're beginning to be able to perceive for sure. Annette McCollum. Integration. Forgive yourself and others. Reunion. Let go of defenses. Open the door. Keep working on your heart chakra. And everyone kind of tuning into this feed should trust where you're being guided to too. Even if it's like this video, it could be somewhere, you know, anywhere you're being guided to. Look around. Trust your path. Trust that the universe is guiding you along and you're always right where you should be. Even if it's right here, you're always right where you should be. So more trust in the universe. Keep working on your heart chakra. Lisa Mancini. Fire and water. Stillness amongst turmoil. Feel the emotional integration. We've had a lot coming online with emotions. This planet was kind of used to being a little bit of a emotional void. And so we're doing a lot of emotional healing too and kind of practicing feeling heavy things, right? Whether we're feeling extreme states of like samadhi, bliss, feeling amazing, right? And then maybe feeling like very intense purge kind of things coming to the surface, programming, past stuff, where our bodies are kind of learning how to integrate a lot with these energies. We're going to see a lot more balance for 2022. Yasmin Curly, I love it. I'm ready for Stonehenge too. It'll be amazing. I was getting a lot of downloads on, because I do activations there on the sun and the rocks, and I'm really ready too. I'm excited. Yasmin, dove of peace, stay in the heart, all is well, be at peace. And I always feel, you know, nothing is random. A lot of you guys are getting led to like these ley line areas and to be outside during these energy shifts during this time. And this is very divine work too. And I think it's funny, you just got a heart chakra card and you're going to the heart chakra stargate of the planet. So this is powerful work that we're doing too. I mean, Emma Bagwell. Etheric matter, spiritualized matter, new life, sparkles, bedding in the light. For sure, you know, you're tuning into the more and more to the energies around you. Trust that compass. Leanne Emmis Kane. Arturians, pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry, and you for sure have an Arturian collection. We've had a lot of those energies really assisting with this, I guess we'll say, evolution or ascension as well. Let's see. Judy Stainsbury gets a special card, right? Who gets the dragon card? Judy! Well, I only point this out because I did put a post up about tomorrow's like Dragon Day. We have an alignment with, right, the constellation of Draco or something. I'm not really sure anymore, but I did put a post up about it. So it's a synchronicity. So you for sure have a dragon connection. You're meant to be traveling, as in astral traveling, dreaming, right? A lot of you guys are noticing you're becoming more and more lucid in the dream state. And I know we don't always remember everything, but I think we're traveling every night anyway. I think that your soul is going to other places anyway, even if we remember it or not. So for you, like things like dream journaling, paying attention to your dreams, meditating, going to sleep, things like that would be really beneficial for you too, to kind of bring back more of those worlds that you're playing in. Marina Rapen. Ellen of the Ways, attune to nature's sign, find your way, follow your heart, keep working on your heart chakra. We have a huge theme anyway this year and kind of entering 2020 with the heart chakra. This kind of ascension journey is kind of putting everyone too much in the third eye, too much in the mind, and we need to kind of get back to following, you know, our heart chakra. Let's see, Tina Weatherford. Surrender. Release misaligned energies. Reattune to your truth. And it's really important that we are surrendering to this universal flow as well. We're kind of, like I said, part of this divine plan. Surrender. More prayer for you. Prayer is powerful. I spend a lot of time in prayer. It's really good for your crown chakra. It's just as powerful as meditation. Make sure you're praying more. Surrender to the universe. You're going through an ego transformation. Linda Griffiths. Rainbow Child, Unstoppable, New Earth Builder, Multi-Talented, Miraculous Alchemy, and you are helping to create new words with new worlds with your thoughts and your words. So make sure you're staying extra positive. We're gonna be needed in very real ways to assist the rest of this planet as they try and attempt to wake up and make their spiritual ascension. So I can really tell that who the light workers are by who's kind of awake and present during this time too. And we're kind of like awake early, I say. We're kind of awake early and we're kind of in between worlds. So it's very important that we're anchoring into the new and becoming kind of a lighthouse for others, kind of. Diego Andres Rivera, Lemurian egg, you're in the cocoon. It's my favorite place to be, right? Rest, regenerate, you're full of divine potential. Spend more time resting. A lot of you guys sometimes even get like taken out of your jobs or your life, or maybe, you know, your relationships for a minute because you had to kind of go through this activation process. So you're kind of going through a lot of upgrades right now. Debbie Appleby, manifest. co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. And the best way to manifest is to be grateful for what we have, and not just what we have, for the things that are coming to us as well. You're definitely a manifester. These are abilities, right? Some people are better at this than others. Let's see, Debbie Anderson. Fire of transformation, radical purification, violet flames, surrendering and resurrection. And there's a lot of fire energy kind of flying around. We're also going to shift into Capricorn this weekend, which everyone's probably already feeling a pull to get a little more organized in their lives, hopefully. So literally we're kind of going through the tail end of the fire right now. A lot of signs I notice can't really handle that element. It depends on your astrology. There's some signs I don't really vibe with either, and some signs I'm always feeling amazing in. So really it just comes down to kind of the elements that we're made of. So we're kind of going through the tail end of that fire and kind of coming out of it. Fire is not scary. Like they give people the notion of heaven and hell, and it is not meant to be a scary place where we burn. It's meant to be a purifier. It's meant to cleanse us spiritually. Any kind of fire, like an alchemy. Mo Sass, opening the heart. Be right to love and be loved. Heart healing. And this is all about love. Like I said, that's all the universe is going to want to create. I always was saying that it's meant to be a love story. And I know not everyone's at that place, right? Or maybe resonates with that part of it. But it really is meant to be at some point. Keep working on your heart chakra. Kimberly Lennon Freer. Rising to Pleiadian frequencies, sacred bond, healing, clear space for higher energies. And like I said, there's so much of these galactic energies flying around. I always feel really good in them. But you can tell them from space. I always feel really, really good in these energies though, right? It's the kind of lower, denser energies that I have a harder time navigating. So like I said, it's a really good time to move around, even if it's just like going outside, going for a walk, getting some more fresh air, going to wrap up errands, getting things done, healing, right? Things like that are all really powerful during this time. I'm going to be getting off of here because I do have a lot to do. I'm getting ready to kind of go do things. But I'm going to go ahead, and I know there's a lot of comments, and put the link for the transmission. If you guys like these videos, maybe sign up and do my Stonehenge video transmission. It makes it real easy. I do it on here, and it's going to be really powerful. I'm going to leave the link below. Go check my site out if you resonate with this. It really helps my mission and what I'm trying to do.